Anyway, folks, let's keep it going. We're going to keep moving along. Steve was great. This next feller, he's going to be great too. Put your hands together for Jeremy. Jeremy, get on up here and tell us something.
Hey, how you guys doing? Let's give a hand for Steve. Going first is never easy. And there you go. And then let's give it up for science. That gets you all here and gets you all drunk in more ways than one. Okay. So I'm actually here to talk to you about televisions. Everybody has one nowadays. Everybody wants one, including myself. But I'm going to be up here as kind of a reverse salesman. I'm going to tell you not to buy that next big TV that you all have your eye on. So in order to get into this, what I have to do is I have to kind of talk about how we watch TV. And I'm talking about how your eyes work, not your Sunday binging habits. So let's just move on from that one. Now, I'm here with some really bad news, everybody. Human eyes suck. They are the absolute shit of the animal kingdom. And in order to prove this, I have my little friend, it's called the mantis shrimp. So, in your eyes, we have these things called cones, and that's how we perceive color. And our eyes have 3 cones that they perceive red, yellow, and blue. So if you're going back to your elementary school little color wheel when you were in art, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's literally all you can see. The mantis shrimp has 12 individual cones in its eyes. So it can see all the way from the bottom of the infrared to the top of the ultraviolet. So us humans, we're stuck in this little Roy G. Biv spectrum, and the mantis shrimp is out there tripping its balls on acid every single day. So now we're talking, like, when you talk about television, you hear a lot of numbers like 1080, 4K, and all that has to do with color and resolution. So that's what I'm going to talk about right now. And what those numbers actually correlate to are these things called pixels. And everyone has an idea of what a pixel is, but you're all wrong, and I'll tell you why. Everyone thinks it's just one little dot of light that you have on your television. It's actually 4 little dots of light. There's a red, a green, and a blue, very much so like what we can see. And then there's a white one that has brightness. So you have color and how bright that color is. So the best way I can put this is imagine a football stadium and imagine the little minions from Despicable Me. So in one hand, they have a light that flashes a color, and in the other hand, they have a light that flashes a brightness, right? So they stand there with their little lights, and now you cram 2,073,600 of them into that football stadium, all standing right next to each other, and you get a picture. So that's how pixels are working. I did not choose that number at random. That is the number of pixels in a 1080p TV. I'm guessing 99% of you have that resolution TV right now because that was big in 2005. It's the old stuff now. So when we're talking about picture size and the way it relates to pixels, is how far I can stretch that picture until I start seeing gaps or pixelization, those big squares that you get when your grandma sends you a photo and you try and enlarge it. So in the same way, imagine that football stadium, the more I stretch it, you're going to start seeing gaps between those minions. And that's how big the picture size can get. So on 1080p, the one that everybody has, you can get from about 60 to 72 inches without having any sort of that pixelization. I'm 76 inches tall. So unless you're planning on buying a TV as tall as I am, well, hold on, they do a diagonal, so unless you're buying a TV that's like that, it's not really worth your money. So now I'm going to tell you how to get the best of those minions. And I'm talking about the minions at Best Buy, not the minions in my early allegory. You guys gotta keep up better than that. So when you go to Best Buy and you say, I'm in the market for a new TV, the first thing they do is they walk you up and they put you right here and the TV's right here. And they say, can't you see all those pictures? And all of a sudden you're Pepe the Shrimp tripping on acid and going, whoa, man, I see all those colors. The problem is you don't watch your TV at home this close. So what I challenge you to do is go home, get a tape measure, and measure how far away you normally watch. Then when you go into Best Buy, take that tape measure and say, hold on a second. Now tell me the difference. And they are going to lose their minds. So what I'm basically trying to say is, if you're going to upgrade to 4K and you're not going to buy a TV as big as me, save your money and go see the IMAX here at the Denver Museum, because that's the best way you're going to be able to tell it. Thank you. I'm Jeremy Hathaway.
Ooh.
Just one last thing. I want to say happy birthday to my wonderful girlfriend who's here in the audience today. She's turning bright red, so I won't point her out. But thank you for being here, baby.
Thank you. Happy birthday. I think there's a song, but I can't remember the words, so we will skip that.